Hey guys, Marty here. Welcome back to Snappy Videos. It's been quite a while since I've had a Pokemon game visit the Johto region. 2010 to be exact, in Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver on the Nintendo DS. Such great games. Pokemon could follow you around for the first time in a long time. And so many amazing features were added since the original Pokemon Gold and Pokemon Silver. There are so many interesting and rather mysterious things about the Johto region. The legendary dogs, the ruins of Alph, the Elix Forest Shrine, just to name a few. So today we're going to imagine a new Pokemon game series. 2 games released side by side, set in the Johto region, but hundreds of years apart. Let's now enter Pokemon Legends, Origins of Unown, and Origins of Entei. Chronologically, Origins of the Unknown comes first, set 1500 years ago. Origins of Entei occurs 700 years ago, so 800 years after the Origins of the Unknown. With Origins of the Unknown coming first, let's dive into that game. 1500 years ago, the Johto region was vastly different. Most of the buildings of today did not exist. The Brass and the Bell Tower would not be built for at least another 700 years, meaning Pokemon like Raikou, Entei, and Suicune do not exist yet. Yet the Unknown had been wandering this region still for hundreds of years. The game starts off in a small settlement, in what would be later known as Violet City, not far from present-day ruins of Alph. You meet a professor and his team who are very interested in the Unknown. However, due to an unknown reason, do you see what I did there? The Unknown have started to withdraw from places populated by people. You carry out a lot of tasks, slowly unveiling the mystery of the Unknown, exploring ancient Johto, capturing countless Pokemon, and all of this leading up to the construction of what will later be known as the Ruins of Alph. Throughout the journey of the Origins of the Unknown, some serious information is revealed about the backstory of the Unknown and their relationship to the Johto region, explaining so much, yet creating so much more mystery. Origins of Entei, starting out in a very similar fashion, yet 800 years after the Origins of the Unknown. Origins of Entei follows a boy, or a girl, living in Ecruteak City. The city was a lot smaller back then, but nonetheless, the locals were obsessed with Ho-Oh and Lugia, leading to several challenges to carry out around the Johto region for the player, in relation to these magnificent birds. Throughout the game, the player will have to catch specific Pokemon, as well as gather certain items, to help erect 2 separate towers in honor of these great birds. After progressing through the game and erecting these 2 towers, Celebi appears out of nowhere to the player, and before anything can be said, the screen flashes. The screen turns white, and after a series of rainbow colours, the player appears in Ecruteak City again, but several hundred years in the future. The town is quiet. The player hears Celebi psychically talk to him. Save them now. There is a burst of lightning. The tower in front of the player instantly catches alight, bursting into flames. The player has to run in and help rescue stuck Pokemon. However, 3 Pokemon still remained inside and unfortunately perish. Then, out of the sky appears Ho-Oh, resurrecting these 3 Pokemon as powerful legendary dogs. The dogs scatter, leaving the room, but not until Entei stops to thank the player for saving them from the terrible fire. The player now has the ability to call upon Entei at any time and ride him around, exploring the post-game, which has just as much content as the actual game itself. These games will provide Pokemon the opportunity to provide more information around the lore of the Johto region. After all, there is still so much more to learn about this region. Obviously, I'm just one guy who did a lot of research and injected a fair bit of imagination. But with a whole team at Pokemon and a similar idea, these games could be something amazing. So what do you think?